Good morning, everybody. God bless you all. This is Ajoke on Prevailing Issues with Ajoke. I did a program yesterday and I talked about the twins, where the father has been dragged on social media. Now, honestly, all parents, let's just continue to pray for our children. I know a lot of single mothers are out there suffering, you understand, because of all this our men. We know, we are not dead. We we understand. Do you understand? But then I saw this video, an inspirational talk from somebody that has gone through what the twins went through and how it came out gallantly where he is now as a man. Are you getting me? Do not forget that I will always stand for the truth. No children deserves to be left on their own. No mother deserves to be left on her own to take care of children. Oh, sad, honestly. Oh, sad. Mo ń bẹ ìyá ìbejì pẹ̀lú àwọn ìbejì. Twins love. God, in His infinite mercy, will bless you abundantly more than this. You are just starting. You have not seen anything. God has just started using you. Ẹ lówó ju Dangote lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jọ̀ọ́, forgive your father. Forgive your father, please. And mommy, please, forgive your ex. Èmi ń bẹ̀ yín ni o. Gbogbo ń tẹ ní Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó dìbàjẹ́. Ọwọ́ aráyé ò ní mú yín, kò ní mú àwọn ọmọ yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà. Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí bọ̀bọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ play ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ. Ẹ ṣé. All of you, if you're just coming on for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, God bless you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Hi. Let me tell you a quick real life story about myself. And I will tell you why I'm telling you this story. Don't mind my outfit and my work. And that explains a couple of things anyway. I was born by a mother and a father, but I was raised by a single mother. Now, what transpired between my father and my mother happened even before I was born. According to my mother, my father heard about my existence after I was about 3-4 years old. And then that was when he was asking my mother, the first time my father saw me, he was asking my mother, Oruko Wuluso, you don't even know my name. My father was asking my mother when I was about 4 years old, what name did my mother give to me? It was this moment. Everybody know me as Victor King. Victor is not my birth name. My mother did not give me an English name. My father gave me the name Victor after I was 4 years old. Okay? Now, I am not gossiping with you about any other person. I'm telling you about myself. So it's okay. Now, I was raised by a mother who was indigent, who was battling with health challenges, and that was literally how I was raised. And over the years, I heard about my father. Now, if you are born by poor parents and you are suffering, it's okay. You will understand that your parents are poor, and that justifies or gives you a ground why you are suffering. But I grew up hearing about my father and his luxurious lifestyle. Now, one of the reasons why my father never saw me was because he wasn't even in the country. My father has traveled over 16 countries of the world. My father is a man who will travel and bring expatriates from abroad, from Asia, from Europe, to start a company in Nigeria. He has done all manner of things. As at when I was born, he was in Spain. He speaks all manner of language: Spanish, English, French, every Nigerian language, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. Very versatile man. But we were living in abject poverty. And when I mean abject poverty, some of you have no idea what that means. I have lived a whole week, not just me and my siblings and my mother, a whole week feeding on mango. Alaye should jẹ mango rí for like another 1 month ó lè rẹ́rìn. Tó bá rẹ́rìn báyìí, tátẹ́gùn bá fẹ́ sí eléyìn, ìyẹn kan wà ní headache. I know what starvation is. I know what hunger is. But guess what? I equally know what diligence and prayer can do. And you can see that today. Now, the first time I've seen my father a couple of times, but I was a child. But that I could recognize my father, I can walk on the street and say, that's my father. I was 14 years old. My father, after exploring the world, get older and you know better, came back home to his home to his neighborhood in Ebutemeta, and somebody told us that they saw my father. My mother have no interest in seeing him. He's grieved, hungry, battered. She has went through hell, raising 3 children all by herself. But as children, we were wondering, just out of curiosity, who is this man? We've heard so much good stuff about him. We've heard every horrible stuff about him. Somebody told us, one of my mother's cousins met him and sent a message to my mother that, I saw your husband in Ebutemeta. My father put me and my brother, gave us money and asked us to go and look for him, just to see him. I would never forget that day. Get in the bus and we went to see my father. And he looked at us and was looking at me and was asking me, as at this time I was already out of secondary school, and was asking me personal questions about, okay, kilo school will law, kilo study in school and all of those things. He has no clue of how I was raised. He has no clue of what was going on with me. I looked at him with so much pain in my heart. Guess what? This man, not one day, apologized for everything he has done for us. He barely so much anguish and pain. He has no idea of what we went through. But hey, I was raised by a mother who has the fear of God, who has told us from cradle that God will not give you an exception for doing wrong. The standard of God is forever. If you say don't do it, you don't do it. If you say if you do it, this is the consequence. It doesn't matter why you did it. We just look at him. At the time, my father just become like a comedy skit to me. When I listen to him talk or I hear of him, I just laugh. Because see, if God has brought me this far, I have come to realize that if he has not been involved in my life to this point, I don't need him to grow up. He welcomed us, he looked at us, we felt like a stranger. But till his point of death, I will visit my father just to visit him. And my father will walk me down the streets and will be telling everybody, last born in here. Well, it's a graduate now, last born in here. But you see, karma will never fail. The year that I graduated from the higher institution, I picked up a job. That was the same year my father died. I was still poor. I was still struggling. Today, I'm no more struggling by the grace of God. But my father is not existing. If I have cursed him and disrespected him and insulted him, it will be recorded for me. He will have probably died too. But the consequence and the result will remain. Why am I telling you the story? I've seen a story that is rampaging all over social media, and talking about these twin girls who I guess their father was, neglected them and was never there, abused them, and probably abused their mother. And they feel that they have attained some level of success now, and they are making an open mockery of their father. And there's been so many reactions. Listen, I'm in their shoe. I know what it feels like. I will not condemn them for what they are doing if that is what they have chosen to do. But I'm very much sure that they are digging a hole for their own destiny. Oh shit. They are digging a hole for their destiny. Their father has lived his life recklessly the way he chose to live it, and that is it. But they are actually creating, they are digging a hole for their own future at age 24. If you think whatever you have been now is called success, you have no clue what success is. Life is in stages. People are in phases. Don't let somebody's misbehavior condition your own behavior. They've went through what they've been through, but guess what? You went through all of the pain and all of the suffering with your mother, but you survived, and you can still call yourself successful right now. Why then do you want to destroy your life and the promising future because of your daddy's misbehavior that you will evidently outlive, if you will? The fact that one parent was not there, or the fact that somebody misbehaved, is not the reason for you to misbehave. Making mockery and inviting your friends to make a mockery of your father, I don't care what justification anybody want to give it, but this is not only wrong, this is a danger to the life of these children. I want to say this to every parent, every mother, single mother, or you are raising your children alone. Can you please, your experience with your husband, the children were not there when you guys were meeting up. Things was once good, maybe for a little period of time. But your experience with your spouses after things has fallen apart is your experience. Don't transfer your bitter experience onto the life of your children. What kind of wife do you think these twins girls will be? What kind of woman are you raising them to be? If they have become reckless, negligible, and this nonchalant at the age of 24, which man is daft enough to have them as a wife, seeing them like this? This is the prime time of their life, and you want to stand on the justification of their father in order to destroy their own future. This is never the way forward. This is never the way forward. Their father has lived their life. They have in their hand a pen to rewrite the story or to continue the trend for this deviancy to transcend to another generation. My name is Victor King. Thank you.